Alright, so I did some testing last night actually. So apparently, I don't know if you guys know, and I don't know if I explained before, back in the day, you could only go, if you want to go into pagan religion group, you could only do that as a non-pagan by going into animist. So let's say, you were, it doesn't matter who you were, anything that is not pagan, like Christians, Islam, Hindu, even like Eastern religion, it doesn't matter. If you want to become, say, Tengri, like you want to be a Tengri, you cannot become Tengri directly back in the day. It's like the game just blocks you. Like you can let Rebel enforce demand, and you will not, nothing will happen. You will take the penalty, you will lose the stability, you would get an autonomy and all that shit, but like your religion won't change. And that applies to Nahua, Mayan, Inca, Indian especially, because it used to be that if you get flipped in these religion, you become a primitive. So it's like a very strange situation because you were not a primitive, and then you go there, you take this religion by any means, and then suddenly you are primitive, and then you have to do the religious reform to like go back to normal. So the only way to break that was to become animist. Animist was the only accessible religion, even though like the others can be a dominant religion. Animist is the only one that works. But after going animist, you can become anything pagan you want, because animist is in the same group. So you don't have that restriction. But of course the primitive thing still applies. But yeah, these three are also hard-coded still, actually. Because like, if you play Aztec, you know, you cannot flip to Mayan by letting Rebel enforce, like, or something, because the game just won't let you. Like, I mean, I guess it makes sense because then you have to redo the whole religious reform thing, then that's stupid. But last night I did some testing, I realized that at least right now, I don't know about Tengri, I didn't test Tengri, but I could go into the New World, take Brazil, and then flip animist. I could flip animist and directly, like before, and I could go to Africa. I could flip fetishes. Back in the day, fetishes is also off limits. If you want to go fetishes, you either go animist first and then fetishes. But I could flip fetishes directly for some reason. And I tried totemist for fun. And to my surprise, it worked. I could actually flip totemist as well. So I think the best thing for me to do right now is to flip totemist. Because totemist has a lot of provinces. Animist, I mean, at the end we still need rebels to help us out with conversion, but animists have like a couple provinces in Brazil only. But totemists have a lot because of natives, right? And obviously Africa doesn't have enough provinces unless I give up some things. Which is better, animist or totemist? They're both shit. Just go fetishes or Tengri. Fetishes and Tengri are the best. And if you want to talk about other pagan, well, obviously, if you can do religious reform, they are even better. But if you don't want to become a primitive and go through the weird shenanigans, then go fetishes or Tengri. The thing is, you can technically go Mayan religion, right? Like, if you are animist, like I said, you could become Nahua or Mayan or Inti. You cannot do it by rebels because rebel doesn't do shit. It's hard-coded that you cannot flip. But if you if you're small enough, you can ask. So, for example, you can siege down one of these guys, and then you can offer to have your religion enforced on you. You know, enforce religion, but reversed. So he enforced religion on you, and then you become his religion. So this is one thing you can do, which is what I did as Ryuku. The other thing you could do is you could bankrupt yourself as an OPM with that religion. But of course, that's less ideal. You might as well just stay small or give up some land and then just force a religion and all that. It's better that way. But this is, again, shenanigan stuff. Nowadays, with monuments, I think, like, there's no point going to get, like, these. Because Mayan, the selling point of Mayan back in the day was the 20% co-creation cost. And you could farm Mughals with it, which means, like, you could have, like, 45 right there. But nowadays, you could just go Hindu, get monuments, and you just get 25% right away. So, and then you still can farm Mughals before that. It's just too much trouble for what it's worth. So that's something I wanted to share. I guess if Totemis works, fetishes work, then maybe Tengri will work too. Yeah, maybe Tengri will work too. I'm not sure. But if it doesn't, like, it's easy to flip Tengri when you can have Totemis to flip you. Like, the difficult thing about going into Pagan in the first place was that Animist was rare. And if you finally get to an Animist province, you're already way too big and it's too much trouble for Rabble to flip you. It takes too much time and work. But nowadays, I mean, Fetishes is kind of a little bit better, but it's just in the same boat. But Totemis, however, is very accessible. The whole North America is up for grabs, and the colonies don't convert religion, so they will stay until the end of the game.